Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy. Today I am super pumped because I'm finally caught up on all my videos that go out to you guys, which is amazing because it has been a while. If you guys haven't noticed, like I have had these videos filmed for a long time, which you guys will know if you know like Taylor Swift's touring schedule and just like little things. If you know things, you will know that most of these videos I've had for a long time in my backlog because I had that whole debacle with the strike against my channel. So I was trying to save my Taylor Swift videos, but then I couldn't post my videos after Taylor Swift because then, I don't know, I didn't want to jump around too much for you guys. So I'm just really excited to finally be all up to date for you guys because I'm confident you guys noticed this. It's fall and your girl hasn't mentioned it once to you guys because it's been months since I filmed most of the videos you guys have been seeing, honestly, which is horrible. Other than my hauls, like I've been filming my hauls still like basically like bi-weekly, but everything else that you've seen has been kind of old. So I'm pumped to finally be back up to date, and the way that I did that, you guys probably noticed, is I started posting 2 times a week. But the reason I didn't mention that I was going to start posting 2 times a week is because, like I said, they were pre-filmed, but I needed to get them out because so much has happened, you guys, since we last chatted. So now it's basically the middle of fall. I gotta film my fall video for you guys, so I'm gonna do that next after this one. But I wanted to just like chit chat with you guys about everything that's been going down over here because so much has happened. So first things first, my mom and my dad actually moved across Florida, so I ended up going to help them move, and that is what I've been up to the past literally month because I was there with them for probably like around 3 weeks helping them move. And let me just say, I've never moved a house before. Helping someone move a house, a 4-bedroom home nonetheless, is a very different experience than moving like an apartment. Dominic and I have only ever lived in apartments, so we've only ever had like apartment things like you know, we didn't have like a huge grill or like, you know, just big items that you use to fill a house, and even little items that you use to fill a house, because when you have a bigger space, you fill the space, which I always try to tell Dominic this, that when like if he really would like to move into a house, but if we move into a house, the more like space you have, the more items you get because you have the space for them. So we're still talking about possibly moving into a house, but that's besides the point. But if we do, it'll be like a small house anyway. It's not going to be like a big house just because like we don't really have need for a big house. But anyway, I helped my mom and dad move. Well, Dominic and I went and helped them move, and then Dominic came back and I stayed with them for a couple of weeks and we got them moved. So they moved from the Panhandle of Florida to Orlando. And those of you that are familiar with Florida know that that is close to where my friend Elena lives, and it's just going to be so much better for those kind of trips. And also they're going to be close to Orlando, so it will be easier for like flights back and forth to each other, or like I don't know, it'll just be easier in general. It's only a 9-hour drive now to get to my parents versus before when it was a 12-hour drive, which we noticed is a huge difference, honestly, because when I came back, Dominic and my mom like both did the half and half thing. You guys remember that? How they used to do like meet halfway and like trade me off if I didn't have a car, because Dominic obviously took our car back. Well, they met halfway and we did the 4-hour drive each basically. So 4 hours with my mom, 4 hours with Dominic, and it was like so much better than what it used to be, which was 12 hours. And like, you know, an extra 3 hours doesn't sound like much when it comes to a trip, but it adds up because you have to stop at least once during that 3 hours to go to the bathroom, or you have to stop, like especially if you have a dog, you have to stop multiple times. You have to stop for drinks. Like the 3 hours becomes longer. It becomes usually around 16 to 17 hours, where this trip, it was really quick. I think we got to the house within 10 hours, which is literally 6 hours less. And usually, like I swear, it takes us 16 hours to get like to my parents or home for my parents. So that in itself is going to be amazing. It's going to be such a big change and an exciting change. My parents actually moved there for my dad's job, and I think my mom, they haven't found a house or anything yet, so I will keep you guys posted on what they end up doing there. They're living in a hotel right now and like a timeshare on the other times when they aren't living in a hotel, so they're excited about that, and they're going to be doing that for the next month, trying to find a place to live, because they just felt like it was the best decision. And honestly, I think it was for them too, because they put all of their stuff in storage. Oh my gosh, you guys, speaking of, I'm actually going to put a video on here of these pods. So my mom and dad, rather than doing like a truck, like a U-Haul truck, they did the pod system where they put all of their stuff in a pod, which was honestly really amazing when it came to like packing up the pod, because it was just sitting there on the ground. You didn't have to go up a ramp for everything, and it was just so much easier to pack things into it, and you could go at your own leisure. You didn't have like 4 days with the truck, so you had to like fill the truck, you know. But anyway, they did the pod system. It was actually a different company though. It was called, what was it called? It was called Pack Rat. That's what it was. So they went with Pack Rat, and what they're doing is they picked up all of their units and they brought them in to like whatever a like temperature facility, so like you don't have to worry about, I don't know, like different things happening, and like my mom could put food in there if she wanted to, because it's like a temperature controlled facility. The only thing I'm concerned about, well, it'll be fine, I think it's fine, but I am concerned about the drive, because so they put them in the temperature facility in Navarre, which is where my parents used to live, and then they have to drive them over to Orlando at some point, which is like a 6-7 hour drive, which at that point you're probably gonna have temperature issues then anyway. But my mom really didn't pack any food in there anyway, so we don't really have to worry about any of that anyway. But I wonder why she did that, why she did a temperature controlled facility. There's got to be other reasons that is convenient. I don't know what they are, but anyway, we did that. We sent them all off in these pods, and so my parents are staying in timeshares for the time being in Orlando, and hotels for the times that they can't have their timeshares. And then they're gonna find a house and they're gonna move, and I don't know yet if I'm gonna help them move. I told them that I would, and I will help them move if they need my help, but I'm really begging and praying that they don't, because I have to be honest, like we were dying. Like my mom and I were next level. And like my dad, he helped as best he could, but you guys know how, well, maybe you don't. No, you know, my dad has rheumatoid arthritis, and so diabetes and like a couple of other things, I think. But he just struggles to lift big things and stuff like that, because it doesn't work for him anymore. So it was just really my mom and I, for the most part, moving, and that was just a trip. I mean, we had such a blast. We had some great laughs, and me and my mom, I mean, we always make the most of the times when we're doing that kind of thing. However, it was a lot of work. It was so much work, so much more work than I even could have imagined, and I imagined it being a lot of work. So like, if that doesn't tell you how much work it was just so much work. We were getting up at 7 a.m. every morning and literally working from that time to 6 every night. So like, it's just a lot for people that aren't used to doing that. Like my mom works from home, I work from home, but obviously I do DoorDash now and then, but like it was just nothing compared to that. Like we were not prepared for the situation. So anyway, that's what we did there. But I'm actually really impressed and really proud that we got as much done as we did in the short amount of time that we had, because we actually only had like a week to do it all. We had 2. She actually had packed a whole pack rat by herself before we even got there, which we were shocked by, because it ain't easy. Like it ain't easy, and like she had bruises all over, and I just felt so bad, and like nobody wants to see their mom like struggling like that, you know. And like, I don't know, but I understood afterwards, because I had bruises all over too after we had done our packing, or like the additional part of it. But anyway, we were really only there, Dominic was only there for like 4 days, and for whatever reason we were being real leisurely while Dominic was there. Like we were not doing very much, and not because of him, because he really wanted us to, but like I just think we just needed to get in the swing of things, you know, after the 16-hour drive. Like I think my mom was trying to make sure we got to like relax and enjoy our time, but at the same time, then once he was gone, it was all on my mom and I. So that was, it was a lot, you guys, but I would do it again, because it was it was fun, and it's like a good time to look back on. It's a whirlwind, but like me and my mom, like we just do it, you know, we just do it and we get it done. So it was fun. But anyway, that's what happened there. So my parents are moving. I pulled out all my stuff last night to decorate because I really need to get my stuff decorated, because at this point it's not gonna be up very long because Christmas is right around the corner and we still don't know if we're just re-signing our lease. So we also need to figure that out, because if we're not re-signing our lease, we might not even put Christmas up, because our lease is up November 30th. So like, you put Christmas up just to take it down while you're moving. Like, that would be horrible. I'm pretty sure we're gonna re-sign our lease, if I'm being honest, but Dominic and I just really don't know what we're gonna do, because I think we're both ready for a change, but we just don't know what we want that change to be. Whether it's like move into a house here or move closer to my parents, or we don't know. We don't know what the change will be. And then I also am like, now that my parents live over there, do we want to just live here, like stay here for a year and see how this life is? Because it might be better, because I get to see my mom like whenever I want. Me and her can meet 4 hours if we want. But we'll see. So I'll keep you guys posted, and I don't have to go there long lengths of time. Like, it was just a long drive. It made me feel like I always had to stay for a very, very long time, when in reality, like, I probably didn't, but I was just so tired that you needed the time to adjust, and I don't know. So now it'll be interesting to see how everything changes with them living a little closer. Not really that much, but still a little closer. So anyway, you guys, I am going to go home now, and we're going to sort through all that stuff. And what is this person doing behind me? They're just hanging out. They are just going over a speed bump, apparently. Very, very slow. I don't know what. Oh, they have a bunch of shit in the back of their car. That makes a lot more sense. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go home now. I'm going to sort through all my stuff, and then I'm going to film my whatever the hell I was going to film today. Oh, my fall video, which I'm so pumped for. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to be back on track with you guys and be filming for you guys in real time again, because boy have I missed that. Hey guys, so I am home now. I've actually been working for the past couple of hours. I'm trying to place a return for Temu, and I actually printed out my return label, and it literally is taking up this whole entire sheet of paper, which I don't know if that is normal. I think I should have done it a little bit smaller. I'm just gonna hold it backwards so you guys can see, but like, it's literally taking up the whole entire piece. But it is what it is. I'm just going to throw it in a Ziploc baggie and put it on its way. Dominic is really good at doing returns. Like, literally, as long as I like box the item up, he will bring it in for me. So that's what I'm going to do there, because I need to return this stuff. And as you guys know, Temu lets you have literally 90 days to return things. So we're hitting that moment. I actually returned like so much stuff, because I went on my trip to my parents after, like, I ordered all that Taylor Swift stuff, and like for my haul, and like a whole bunch of other miscellaneous stuff you guys have seen, and I said, like, I'll just deal with the return after. Thank God I did that, because I was not going to return anything before I went to my parents' house. But then I went to my parents' house, and I realized like how easy it is to forget things. So like, when I got back here, I was just like, I don't need any of this. Like, why did I even think I would need any of this? I haven't even looked in the bag, but I'm like, if I don't remember the item, I don't need it. So I went through and I said, we're going to return most of it, the majority of it. We're actually going to get almost $200 back. So yeah, girl's happy. But I did order, this is crazy, you guys. I ordered these sticky notes from a girl on Facebook. I actually ordered 2 things from this girl, or from a couple of different girls on a Facebook group I'm in, because I just can't resist, you guys. One of the worst things that I ever did was joining these Facebook groups for Taylor Swift, because I always end up wanting things that I do not need, because other people want them too, and I'm like, oh, you want them? That means I want them. And really, did I need this? No, I definitely didn't. And especially, did I need it for $30? Absolutely not. I don't know what she sold them for on her site, though. I feel like it was a good deal, considering I looked it up, and other people are selling them for like $60. So I don't know if I'll take it out of the container even, because like, I don't know, then the resale value is not great. Not that I'm ever going to resell it, because let's be real, I have like 100 things of Taylor's that I haven't resold. But one other thing that I ordered that I'm so pumped about is I ordered this notebook from this girl on the Facebook group, and she actually painted this notebook, which I thought was really special. She sold it to me for $25, I think, or maybe $30, but regardless, she sold it to me for super cheap, and it's like her artwork. Like, I think that's really cool. And it is the All Too Well, like, you know how you could buy the All Too Well notebook on Taylor's site for probably the same price, 30 bucks or something. But I just thought it was special that someone actually painted this. And then she included this little note. It says, "This is a piece of snow confetti that fell during All Too Well 10-minute version at LA Night 5. I got a few pieces and it goes perfectly with this book. Thank you for buying my art. Love, Sophie." It's just so cute. It's like a little tiny piece of confetti, but I just thought it was so special, and I wasn't floor seat, so I didn't get any confetti from that, I got one little tiny piece of confetti. But the other really cute thing is that she included the hearts from Taylor's Speak Now stuff, and then so did the girl that I bought this from. She put a couple of little hearts in there, so that's just cute that they did that. I love Swifties so much. They always do something like a little special if you buy from them. But anyway, you guys, I am working on this return right now, and I will keep you guys posted what we do for the rest of the day. I have to bring Dominic's car to get his oil change because it be wildin', it be so loud. But other than that, I'm going to sort through my fall stuff and figure out what I'm going to do with decorating for fall, because I have to do that in the last half of the day. Okay, you guys, so I just got home, and I got home hours ago now, and I decided that I wanted to add more tile, so that's what I've been doing. I added more tile on this side, like the fake, like, decal tile looking thing. I added more on this side, and then I added more on this side. It used to just stop, like, back here. Actually, it stopped on the back wall. I think I only did it on the back wall originally. So I added more of that, and I'm still hating it. But it is what it is. This is what we're doing. I like the decal. Like, I like the tile part of it. But what I'm hating is the countertops. You guys remember I did these countertops so many years ago now, and they're just disgusting. Like, they just look so bad. I mean, they looked bad when I did them too. But it is what it is. I wanted to do something to spruce this area up because obviously I'm going to be decorating, and I just wanted it to look better than it did. And I do think that it looks a lot better than it did before. I should have taken a video before to show you guys, but that is what I've been working on. Also, I got Dominic the new Spider-Man PlayStation. It's not really new anymore, but he got it a couple of weeks ago while I was out of town, and he loves it. It is the Spider-Man version, and he never had a PlayStation 5 before, so I was just really pumped to be able to do that for him, and like, I don't know, he was so excited, and I think it looks so cool. So if you're a Spider-Man fan, you know what's up with that. But, also, that was one other thing I did. I changed this area, and I put the Keurig K-Cups up top. They used to be over here, which I still have to fix this area right here. I do have one more decal that I'll be able to fit over there, but I guess I got tired. So I should probably do that too before I decorate. But that is the tea on that. I cleaned up our top area. I think Dominic and I are just tired of the way that it looks. Like, I don't know, like everything kind of just looks shitty. Like, this is how this looked when we moved in. It was just like a totally different color. They didn't finish it or something. Like, it just looks bad. It's peeling everywhere. I mean, we're tired of the way that the apartment looks, but I am going to decorate still, and hopefully think it will look good. Hopefully. We'll see, you guys. But anyway, I'm going to get into my fall stuff now. Okay, you guys, so I just opened up my bin, and I found my pillowcases. So right now I'm trying to collect all this stuff, because I think what I did was I took my pillowcase, like the pillow fluff, and used it around my ceramic, but I didn't realize that originally. So I just opened up our cushion, because I also think I might have put the pillow, like, fluff back into our cushion, because our cushion has felt a little bit on the too fluffy side. Like, kind of hard, when you put too much fluff in it, and it, like, is hard. So I'm eliminating some of that, and I'm putting some of this other fluff into these cushions, and then I'll show you guys actually I can show you right now that I think of it. This is what we have going on with our couch right now. So we put half of it over here, and then we have half of it over here, and then we have another section of it in my office, because it's just what is working for us at the moment. Our couch is just way too big, so I think we're gonna leave it that way. So it might look a little bit weird this season, but we will see. Okay, you guys, so I am sweating my butt off right now because I decided to restuff our cushions after I did that whole thing with the pillows, because I was like, okay, these cushions be looking crazy. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. I'm just in a fall cleaning mode right now. But while I was doing that, I got a delivery that I figured I'd tell you guys about. So I got a delivery from Farmer's Dog, and it's not sponsored at all. I wish. If Farmer's Dog wants to sponsor me, that would be so amazing, because your girl is poor and she can't afford Farmer's Dog, but she's got to do what she's got to do, because Sundae, it's not good, you guys. Sundae was just diagnosed with Cushing's disease. So that is a real bummer, because she's only 5 and she has Cushing's disease. I mean, she's been panting at night for a long time now, and we just thought it was because it was so hot out, because it's been so freaking hot out. But I don't know. We started to get concerned. I had a little intuition. My mother's intuition told me we need to bring her in because something's not right. And she's acting completely normal, like outside of the panting at night, but I was getting a feeling. So we brought her in. They said she's overweight, first of all, and which was kind of a crazy thing. They weighed her and they said she weighed 17 pounds. And then I brought her back in afterwards for some other like testing for Cushing's, because we suspected it was Cushing's, but they had to do some other blood tests for it, and we wanted to have radiology. We wanted to have them like check her heart and stuff, and also check her esophagus, because, or was it? No, her trachea, because we think she has a collapsed trachea, which we got confirmed that she does have like minor signs of collapsed trachea, but they said that we could fix that with weight loss. And same with Cushing's, like we can manage her symptoms if we like lose weight. If she loses weight, if we lose weight, we could probably manage a couple symptoms as well, to be honest. But that's the other thing. She hasn't been wanting to go on walks as much either, and that's just weird for Sundae. Sundae loves her walks, so it's been a little bit weird for us. But again, it's been 100 degrees out, so I guess I was just assuming that was it. But we think she could have had it for the last maybe like 6 or 7 months, or at least like it's gotten worse. Her symptoms have worsened. So I ordered her Farmer's Dog because I wanted to just like try it out. I had a 60% off coupon. I'll leave a code down below. I'm sure that they'll give me one that I can give you guys. But I will keep you guys posted on how it works. But I figured I'd open it with you guys because this is the first step. This is the first step. And I've already done all my tears, so I'm trying really hard to not be really sad about this. But it's very scary because you guys know that Sundae is my best friend. So it would be very sad if something were to happen to her. But I've been doing a lot of research, and it seems that since we caught it so early, like I said, she's so young, that hopefully we can fix things. And I guess she's like 1% over the amount that she's supposed to have of cortisol, I think, or something like that. I don't know. You know, they send you these things and they explaining to you what's going on, but you don't know any of the words. So like they sent this big paragraph and I'm like, I don't know what any of this means. I'm so lucky because Lindy, who actually became a friend of mine through here, but she is a vet tech. So she's been able to she's been so helpful with all this stuff because she's been able to explain to me what the vet means by a lot of stuff and all of that. So turns out it's not as bad as it could be, and we're just hoping. My biggest concern is just they say that it causes other issues, and like that it makes other issues more likely, because what it is it's a high cortisol in her system, which is like the stress hormone or something, or the stress something or other, and it can lead to other issues, and that just makes me really sad because it's just her stressing all the time. Basically is how I read it, is that she is just naturally very stressed, and so we have to be careful when it comes to that kind of stuff. And it just makes me sad because every time I look at her now, I'm like, oh my God, you're so stressed. And like, I feel so bad because I don't know. I don't feel like we stress her out, but it's not our fault. I know it's not our fault. I know that I'm looking at her right now. Sorry, guys. I know that she is, just it's something in her, and I don't think it was because of us, from what I've read and from what Lindy told me, that like we weren't the ones that gave her this stress like issue. I don't know, you guys, I'm just stressed over it clearly. But anyway, they gave me bowls clearly, and then they also gave me a little bag, a farmer's dog bag, so that's nice. And it came with, so I paid $22 for this, you guys, which actually seems like a really good deal when I'm looking at how much stuff I have here. I got, this one is the chicken recipe, and we can just put it in the freezer, and it says the day of, you put it into the fridge, and they want me to give her a fourth a pack a day. So that is that one, and then we got beef. I mean, these aren't really that cool looking for you guys. They're just, it's like little packets of nothing. You guys have probably seen them all over your own Facebooks and stuff. Turkey and beef. So, ooh, very cold on my fingers. So that's what we're gonna start feeding her, because from what I gather, she needs to start eating healthier and maybe possibly lose weight. But the vet did say that something that could be contributing to her weight. Oh, that was the other thing. So the vet said something that could be contributing to her weight is obviously the fact that she has Cushing's. So that could be a big part of why she is overweight. But Dominic brought her to the vet while I was down visiting my parents and helping them move. And when he brought her, okay, he said that they said that she weighs 17 pounds, but then I brought her the other day to have the additional test done, and she only weighed 15 pounds. So I'm like, how much does my dog really weigh? And then she also needs molars taken out, which they said she needs to lose weight. She looks so cute right now, you guys. I'm going to show you really quick just because I love her. Give me a second, I'll show you. She's so freaking cute right now. Look at that little tongue. Look at that little tongue, baby. I love you, my little chonkers. My little chonkers. Yeah, that's what the vet was calling you. He said, you're chonkers. That's literally what they called her. When I walked in, they were like, oh, there's little chonkers. I'm like, I had to ask Dominic afterwards if he told them, like, that was her name. And he's like, no, I didn't even tell them. I didn't even call her chonkers to them. I was like, well, that's upsetting. But she's a little cutie. Okay, so anyway. Oh, also, you guys, I decorate. I didn't really decorate, but I set this area up a little bit. So this is what our apartment looks like at the moment. And the way that our couch situation is. I mean, it'd be looking crazy, right? We know it looks crazy, but it's just the best for us. It's the best option for us. It looks better when, like, there's not a bunch of shit on the floor. But this is what I meant by the couch cushions. They're just all messed up. And then not to mention, like, they have stains all over them because Dominic, what are we going to do with this man? When he gives Sundae peanut butter, he just puts it right on the couch. So this is all peanut butter stains. Like, it looks disgusting, but he just puts it right on the couch. And I guess I used to do that too. I just never really thought about it. But then when I noticed that it was staining, I said, we should probably put a blanket down, but I never told him. So while I was out of town, that's just what happened. So it's a bummer. But anyway, that is what's going on there. So it doesn't look, the couch just is, it's not what it once was, you guys. It used to be so beautiful and so fluffy, and like, I just used to love our couch, and now it's just, we've had it too long, and it's time to get a new one, really. But we don't want to buy a new one if we're going to move, which we don't know if we're going to move, so we'll see. We'll know when you guys know, I'm sure, because our lease is coming, our end of our lease is coming up, so we got to figure that out. And now with Sundae, it's just so hard, you guys. There's just a lot going on. Now with Sundae having this issue, we obviously have her going to the vet. They prescribed her 4 marbles. It's actually this stuff right here. We have to give her, she likes it a lot. She's looking at me. She's like, give me one of those. But we have to give her 2 of these a day. I guess the prescribed amount is 1, but our vet told us 2 a day for her. And hopefully her cortisol will go down. And they told me I have to bring her back in 3 months. Well, if my lease is up and I don't live in this area anymore, I'm going to have to find a new vet who is good with this holistic method. And I don't know what I think is best. Our vet said she prefers the holistic method. If any of you guys have dogs who have Cushing's disease, which is horrible. I know it's like really the least worst disease that you can have, but it's like not curable. So it's scary because it's just, we can obviously make it better, but we can't make it go away. But anyway, if you guys have any dogs that have Cushing's disease, let me know in the comments, and let me know, unless your dog passed away from it, don't let me know then, please, because like that is the scariest thing. I joined all these groups and it's like, I gotta get out of them, to be honest. I just joined them, and literally like every day they're like, my baby crossed the rainbow bridge today. And I'm like, okay, this is not why I joined this group. Because like all it's doing is making me like think one day I'm going to be making one of those posts, and it's just really sad. So anyway, they have a different method to like take care of this disease or like help with it, but what our vet said is it's basically like getting radiology, like you have like a cancer situation. I don't know if this is true, but this is how our vet explained it. She said she doesn't like to do it to dogs because it can really change the dog, and in a good way, some dogs, in bad way, other dogs. So she prefers to just not do that yet. She said that if this doesn't work, or if in the future it gets worse with Sundae, then maybe we cross that bridge into, not the rainbow bridge, but we will have to one day. You guys have a mess. But she said if these don't work, then we'll obviously discuss possibly putting her on the other medication, but it sounds like that's very expensive as well from these groups that I'm in. So I'm hoping we don't have to do that, and that we caught her early enough. And I've actually noticed symptoms, like some of her symptoms have gotten a lot better since we started using this, and it was like 2 days ago. So it's probably placebo effect for me. But I also bought her this thing, which is very, very helpful, I think, at least. It is a little like belt thing. I ordered it on Amazon. It was $35, and it has ice cubes inside of it. So what I do is I wrap this around her well, you're supposed to do it when she goes on walks, and like have her wear it when she goes for walks, but it's kind of heavy and like my dog's not like the strongest. So I put it on her when she gets home to like cool her off, but it's supposed to help if it's really hot outside, and she doesn't seem to mind it. She doesn't want to like play with it on or anything, but she's not minding it yet. So that is what I've been using on her. It also came with one to go around her neck as well as like a collar, but she hates that one, so we don't put that one on her. But anyway, guys, that's what's been going on here. So we'll see. Try not to be stressed over it too much, because there's nothing we can do about it. We can only do what our vet requests us to do, and like we can take the steps that we need to hopefully make it better. So that's what we're doing. We're feeding her farmer's dog, which is kind of expensive, honestly, but honestly not as expensive as I would have thought. And I would rather spend, so it's $3.60 for her plan. Every dog is different, but it's $3.60 a day for her plan. And the way I see it is, if I have to forego my coffee, or if we have to forego something that we do daily, which is usually just coffee. If I have to forego coffee so that my dog can get better, like I will not drink coffee anymore. I'll make coffee at home. I'll find an alternative, because that's less than my coffee every single day. And I mean, how horrible would that be to choose my coffee over my dog living? Like, I'm sorry, that's my choice. So anyway, we are doing that for now, but we are thinking about probably making her our own food too, depending on how much she likes this, because man, it's pretty easy. They just drop it right at the front door, and you feed her a fourth a day. But we could obviously make it too. Dominic loves cooking anyway, so probably wouldn't hurt to make it ourselves, but we'll see. We'll try the 2 different options, and I'll keep you guys in the loop in the next couple of months. And actually, now that I think of it, oh no, it'll be after December when she gets checked again. I was thinking maybe it'll be during Vlogmas that she will get checked. Maybe it will be during Vlogmas though, I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, I'm sweating up a storm, but should just wrap this video up here. The next video you guys see will be decorating for fall, and I'm super duper pumped about that. I'm just getting the house ready to do that, but I love you guys so much. This has been really nice hanging. Like, it's been really nice. I've really missed hanging out with you guys like this. So I am going to be doing that more often this coming up season, but I love you guys, and I will see you all in my next one.